So, you think your life is tough. Today, I'm going to talk about a real life situation that occurred with someone who contacted us today in regards to us helping them, our company helping them with their DNA relationship testing needs. Now, what's interesting about this story is if you can imagine a young lady, 20 years old, in search of who she is. And these kinds of stories always, boggle the mind for me because you can't fathom certain things that may happen to certain people. And you kind of marvel at some of the hands certain people have been dealt in life. And I don't know about you, but I know for myself, I often wonder to myself, boy, I think the little things that I go through are tough. You may have a tough client, or your car may break down, and you think that's the worst day in the world. But this young lady, she had a unique circumstance. One I haven't heard like this ever before. This young lady actually came to us in search of who she really is. And let me explain the story so it can make more sense to you. She wanted our company to do a DNA test because apparently when she was very young, she was abducted by a family, and then they took her and moved her out west. The interesting thing about this is they raised her as their own. She was very studious and very smart, according to her. She said she graduated at high school at age 12 and went on to college at age 13. The young lady is now 20 years old today, and she is pressing forward in her journey to learn more about who she is and who her family is. Where does she come from? That was robbed from her from a family that believed that they wanted a child and they abducted her. I mean, like, how unfair is that? Well, the saying goes, life is not really fair, but it is unfortunate for this young lady. So what she wanted us to do, so you can understand in more detail what we attempted or tried to do, or in terms of giving her advice, because we couldn't do nothing because in terms of DNA testing, because she didn't have enough information in terms of genetic sample. She also informed us, which is the reason why we didn't or were unable to start any DNA testing for her. She also informed us that her parents are both deceased, both mother and father, as far as she knows. She is aware that the specific hospital does have these genetic samples, but she is yet to reach out to them to see whether or not she can acquire them so we can do this biological relationship test for her and so she can get more clarity, excuse me. So now she has another option, and she let us know as well too that she is aware of a half brother on her father's side, and hopefully if the brother is willing, we can actually go ahead and do a half siblingship test and kind of clear up at least a part of her life to help her regain some of who she is back. When you don't really know who your parents are, you don't have any idea. It's still going to be tough for her because both parents are deceased. She does have a half brother. I'm not sure of the relationship. She didn't go that far in dealing in that realm, but it is very unfortunate for people like this, you know what I mean, who have to go through these kinds of circumstances. I understand that the world is rough. The world is not fair. But It's you can't help but to not have your heart go out to a person like that. But the most important thing for me personally was it also made me reflective upon my life, and I have to really say to myself that what's going on in my life is nowhere near as bad as someone else's life who is going through 10 times as worse things as myself. And I am more than double this young lady's age. So for me, it was a reminder, regardless of how old or how young you are, um, there's always someone out there who's doing worse than you and having a much harder go in life than yourself. And I just want to remind you, this particular transmission is to remind those of you out there who may listen to this that remember, someone may be going through a tougher time than yourself, and I try to utilize these reflective moments to make better strides for myself in life, and try my best not to complain as much as I have done and sometimes still do, depending on the scenario and that's going on in my life. But I want to end it here. I don't want to give you an elongated epic scroll of a transmission today. And I want to thank you for listening. Please, if you like what you heard here today and you want some more DNA testing stories, please comment below, like, subscribe, share with someone that you might feel may need to hear something like this. We would really appreciate it over here at Sharology. And take care and have a great day. And until the next transmission, I'll see you then.